Hello guys, welcome back to Callyalater Podcast, episode number 22. My name is John.
And I'm Kelly. Hi
Hi.
guys, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome here.
Yes, we're so excited you're here, listening, watching, whatever you might be doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, this is our 22nd episode
Number
of the podcast.
22.
We're going to be talking all about traveling, packing, and planning for vacation.
Yes.
All our tips on how to survive long road trips, our packing strategies for car trips and plane rides, how to make the most out of your vacation, and things to do to prep and get ready for vacation.
Ooh.
I'm excited
Me
because
too.
we're going on vacation in like a week.
Yeah, 2 weeks, something like that.
Something like that. It's going to be so much fun. So last week we shared our first Q&A ever for the podcast. Which was so much fun. You guys asked us a ton of fun questions over on Instagram, which is Callyalater Podcast. We were so excited to answer them. So if you guys asked those questions and haven't caught up yet, go watch that episode.
Go watch it.
But also, if you haven't seen it yet and didn't ask us questions, we shared a lot about ourselves.
We really did, though.
So you should go definitely.
It was quite,
go check it out.
Quite explorative.
It was. I feel like I learned a few new things about John.
I think I learned a few new things about you.
And it's just a cute episode, so definitely go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't have a disclaimer for this.
Okay.
Do you have a disclaimer for traveling?
I don't have. Travel safely.
Okay,
Be smart.
travel
safe.
safely. Yeah, exactly. So I just did a quote, and I figured this line from the Kevin Gates song, "Wish I Had It," was appropriate. And I put a little smiley face after writing that because of my obsession with the song. But a vision without action is merely just a dream. So you have to plan.
Deep.
Planning is important.
Planning is very important.
And we're going to be talking all about planning.
Very. Yes.
Exactly. All right. So things to do to prep and get ready for vacation.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah, I had a frog in my throat.
Ribbit.
Ribbit. You want to start us off?
I'll start us off. Should I go through my list or should we go like back and forth?
You can alternate.
Okay.
I think you have a couple more than me, but we
My
can alternate.
first one is have a healthy mindset and self-love. Everyone has a swimsuit body. Your body, everyone's, like a body's a body. You don't have to have this ideal figure to go to the beach.
No.
Go to the beach, have fun. I think having that mindset before even before you're packing, everything is so healthy and so important.
Definitely.
But going into that, clean up your diet and start hitting the gym more. That's what I do. But you don't have to, it's not a requirement. It's all your mindset. But that's like something I do to prep for vacation.
Okay.
So like I'm just like,
hit the gym more.
I
We
know.
definitely both have been hitting the gym more with vacation upcoming.
It's just motivating. It's one of those
really
things
is.
that's like, ooh, I'm going to the beach. I want to look good, so I'm just going to clean up and hit the gym a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you, by all means, you don't have to do that. Everybody's a swimsuit
You do
body.
you.
So that was my little thing before that.
That's kind of like a disclaimer.
I guess that is a disclaimer,
Yeah.
You do you. So then my next thing is I love getting my nails and hair done before going on vacation.
Oh, okay.
So I like getting a nice shellac so that it doesn't chip when I'm at the beach. You don't have to worry about it. And then I also like getting my hair done so it looks good for the beach.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I do. Have your days planned out ahead of time. Know what you're going to do generally on most days because it'll help you be, as weird as this sounds, be more efficient with your time. Being more efficient on vacation. But it'll help you really enjoy it, make the most out of your vacation while you have it.
I have something like that on mine. And it's actually I talk about that in a different category,
okay.
but I do share something similar to that. And I think that's really helpful. But another thing that I have is to pick up travel essentials.
Yeah,
so like when
that's
you're
important.
traveling, whether that be like the smaller size if you're flying, or just like snacks for the road trip, or like if you need to get like a first aid kit for your car, all that kind of stuff. Like get that ready, prep it for your trip.
Have it ready to roll. Plan out your journey there to maximize how fast you get there.
Ooh,
Whether it be plane ride or car ride. If you're on a car ride, try and limit the pee breaks.
Okay.
Do this, do that, so you get there and you can maximize your amount of vacation, vacation time. Or if you're going to the airport, get there on time, so that way you're actually able to get off on time.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
My next one is to plan outfits and shop for new ones.
Ooh,
and I put a little
okay.
winky face because, I don't know about you, but that's part of prepping and getting ready for vacation.
Okay,
is to
I
figure
agree.
out what you're going to pack, what you're going to bring. And then another thing, little side note on that is to break in new shoes before the trip. Nothing's worse than wearing new shoes for the first time when you're traveling and you have blisters and can't wear any other shoes.
Okay.
Because your feet hurt so bad.
I feel that. That's you got to break in the new ones.
I've done that before, and it's just a really bad idea.
You learn the hard way once, you never do it again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Know where you're going so you don't get lost. It's so easy to get lost going to where you're going. You have to, again, it's all with the pre-planning. Know where you're going.
And then my last one is kind of self-explanatory, but some people it might be helpful for a reminder, but it's also like I do think this is important, is to take time off work or get your work done ahead of time.
Okay.
So like since I work for myself with YouTube, it's like I pre-film so that when I'm on vacation I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's already there and it's still going to be like a regular like upload status and everything. It's just I don't have to do it while I'm on vacation.
That's smart.
So it's just like if you're in school, get all your schoolwork done so you don't like affect that while you're traveling.
Yeah.
You know, like those kind of things.
Like that.
Or if you're working full time, schedule time off.
That way you can really enjoy it.
Exactly.
Make the most of it. Start packing a few days before leaving. Don't wait till the last minute to pack. Pre-plan everything.
Yes.
Be ready.
Those are all mine.
Those are all mine.
Okay, I really do like your pack a few days ahead. I think that makes the biggest difference. So then we have how to survive long road trips. Our top 5 tips.
Okay.
This one was kind of hard to come up with, in my opinion.
It was a little difficult, but it looks like our first 2 tips are both the same.
So my first one is music. Make
Same.
a killer playlist for the ride. And if you're a Spotify user, a little tip here, download the playlist so you can listen to it without service or Wi-Fi. So like if you're driving, if you go through an area that you don't have good service, your music won't cut out.
Yeah.
Along with that, if you're flying and you don't have Wi-Fi and your service does not work in an airplane, you can still listen to your Spotify playlist. It does require a little bit of phone space, but it's so worth it.
It's well worth it.
Def.
So yeah, my first 2 were music, and more music, and then my second was snacks, and more snacks.
It's so funny that my second was snacks. And I said it's never fun getting hungry when you're driving.
Okay.
Because sometimes, like, you'll drive and there's, like, nothing in sight and you're just starving.
You just have a 100-mile stretch of nothing.
Exactly. Okay. My third one was watch movies, and then also, like, a side tip on that is Netflix lets you download them so you don't have to have service and Wi-Fi.
That's smart.
I don't know what it's called. I think it is just called downloading them.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little category. You can download up to, like, 5 or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Takes up a lot of phone space, but
it does. But it's well worth it.
And you can just, like, undownload them once you're done watching them.
Yeah. My number 3 was trade off driving shifts if you have multiple people.
That's helpful.
Or if you're by yourself, pull over and take a nap.
Exactly. Because you don't want to be on the road too long. Stay wide awake. Keep yourself safe and others safe.
Stand up and stretch from time to time.
Def. My fourth one is to have the directions ready and money for gas and snacks. So basically, like, if you are, especially with like GPS and everything, and a lot of cars have it built in now, it's kind of there. But sometimes it's helpful to have that backup printed directions in case something goes wrong.
Pull out that MapQuest.
If something goes wrong, you're covered, you know?
Yeah.
And then also just like having extra money, like, I don't want to sound like worst case scenario, but like have some money. Like if you're at a gas station or something and someone steals your purse or something, you have extra money.
Yeah,
you have
put some in your
extra
pocket. You know,
you have like a little spot hidden in your car somewhere. Like I think that's really important.
It's very important. That's
like
definitely it's smart. A little secret
tip.
compartment with some cash.
Yeah.
Assign trip roles, as I call it.
Okay. Explain.
There's a classic meme of road trip assignments where there's 3 people in a car. The driver, obviously, keep your eyes on the road, keep everybody safe. The passenger is the DJ, and the back person is the snack master.
Ooh, I like that one. Okay.
So, yeah, assign trip roles to keep yourself through it.
I like that.
And everyone knows what they're supposed to do, and that's your job. It'll keep you busy for the road trip.
That's your job. Do a good job.
Exactly.
Okay. And then my fifth one is to have something to do while driving. So, like, not the driver.
Yeah.
The other people. Because the driver's busy driving.
Driver's busy.
Games on your phone, reading audiobooks, work on homework if you're in summer classes. Just like anything you want to be doing, but keep yourself busy. It'll make the time fly a lot faster.
Mine was play a game. Spot license plates, I Spy, etc. They're childish, but they can actually be low-key fun.
Can you play those as a driver, like if you're driving?
Kind of, yeah. Okay. You can play like the license plate game. Try and spot all 50 states.
Yeah. Okay.
Or 49, I guess. Because you can't find Hawaii.
Are packing strategies for car trips and for plane rides. I think this is an interesting one to get like the guy's point of view and then the girl's point of view. Mm-hmm. Do you want to start us off?
Sure. So this is kind of stealing Kelly's advice.
We talked about this the other night.
Roll your clothes to pack them tighter. It really actually works.
It does, because, like, weirdly enough, it saves a lot of space.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, smaller rather than, like, flat and, like, a layer.
Yeah.
So that was definitely one of mine. But my first one is to make a list of what you're going to pack, because it helps for when you're packing to go home at the end of the trip. And my friend actually told me this. It's so that you can, like, double check that you have everything. You're not leaving anything behind. And I thought that was helpful.
That's nice.
Low-key, though, like, sometimes I will pack so much, and then when I'm on the trip, I'll buy new clothes, so I end up leaving clothes because I don't have enough room to bring them home. It happens.
It's a problem, you know, but it happens.
But
It's a good problem to have, don't you think?
it is. You just have to, like, I'm okay getting rid of this piece. And, you know.
You wore it for the last time and you enjoyed it, you know? You got use out of it. So try to pack out of a carry-on, like if you're flying, to save money and space. If you're in a car, obviously, it saves space. But if you're in a plane, it'll save you quite a bit of cash if you pack out a carry-on.
I'm a hardcore carry-on only kind of person. Done it for like 3 weeks and it works. So my next tip is to take pictures of the outfit combinations you're planning on packing before you actually pack them.
Okay.
It sounds a little over the top, but A, it's helpful for when you're on the trip so you can remember the outfit combos.
Yeah.
But B, it's also helpful to make sure so then when you like, instead of just throwing 5 pairs of shorts and 5 tank tops and stuff, you know they mesh well together for the trip while you're there.
Okay.
So that's one of my helpful tips.
All right. Mine was very similar. Pre-plan all of your outfits so you maximize your space.
Definitely. So that's just like planning it. It's just 2 different styles.
Yeah.
Roll your clothes for maximized space, which is what we talked about. I also mentioned using packing cubes, which basically you shove all your clothes into this little cube and it just condenses it.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like, I don't want to say airtight, but it's just like a cube packed rather
it's
than
It's easier to be more organized with that.
Exactly.
You have your shirts more. Yeah.
And then another little thing is, personally, I like to pack more clothes and less shoes. I'm a very small person though, and I have a small like shoe size.
Yeah.
So especially on summer vacation, since I bring a lot of sandals are usually very flat, so you can pack up a lot of them because they don't take up a lot of space. But I usually bring 4 to 5 shoes, and they fit into my carry-on with all my clothes pretty well, and I don't have issues with like not having enough outfit combinations and stuff.
I got you. Okay. This is a kind of a again, kind of a Kelly tip.
Okay.
Layer up if you're going on a plane ride.
So, funny story. Should I tell them the funny story?
If you want to, go for it.
So, I went to France for the first time, and it was like summertime, but it was like right before summertime, so it was like the end of spring, summer. And on my way home, again, I bought clothes. I only packed in a carry-on. I was there for like 2 to 3 weeks. So I had a lot of stuff with me, but I had to get it back in my carry-on.
Yeah.
And I bought a few things. So I was like, okay, we're just going to layer up on the plane ride home. Take note, it was like pretty warm out, but the airplanes are so cold that it doesn't really matter. So I had a pair of long pants on, a tank top, a button-up shirt with a sweater on top. So I had 3 layers of like shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I had like everything else with me, and I like had on these little shoes that I bought because I had no room for all this stuff, and it was fine and it worked because my carry-on and like stuff were stuffed, so I had to keep it on. But then when I stepped off the plane to get home, it was so hot here that I was like, not a good idea wearing all the layers, but I managed to do it.
You did it.
It works. It's
you
a helpful
succeeded.
tip. You just have to wear your thickest pieces.
Yeah.
Like if you're traveling in the winter, wear your winter coat on the plane and then just carry it. Yeah.
Smart.
My next tip is to have your liquids and or makeup in a clear bag, especially if you're flying, and then also remember the 4-ounce rule, because none of your products can be too big. They will just have you throw them out, which is just heartbreaking because sometimes it can be so expensive and you're just like, you have nowhere to go with it. You have to get rid of it. So that's definitely a big plane ride tip. Another one is to have your electronics easy to reach, especially if you're going through airport security, so you can just put them in the bin. Like, you don't want to have them buried. Like, personally, I'm one of those people, once my suitcase is zipped, I'm not unzipping it until I get to the location. That's so smart. Like, if I bring a backpack or like a little carry-on bag, I'll have all my electronics in there so I don't have to unzip it.
Yeah, my laptop out that's smart. And then my final one was eliminate things you don't need. You have necessities and you have things that you don't really need. And especially if you're running low on space, just look over everything and think, do I really need all of this? I think one of those things is I love getting on a FaceTime call with one of my friends and showing them what I'm packing, and then they'll be like, you really don't need that. And then it helps, because it helps having that second eye of, you're not going to use that. Yeah. That kind of thing. That's smart. And then my last tip, and I didn't mention this in my script, but having snacks. Yeah. But, because you can bring snacks on an airplane if they're packaged and stuff. Yeah. But also, this one I learned from my best friend, and it's bring an empty water bottle. Because it technically is empty, so you don't have to, you can go through security with it. But once you're past security, you can fill it up rather than having to buy the $5 waters there. That's very smart. It's one of my biggest tips. Like it's so nice. I like that. And then you have it all throughout the plane and everything. That's smart. Yeah. Okay. So my next category is how to make the most out of your vacation. You want to start us off? Sure. See all you can while you're there. It could be your last time there. Ooh. You never know. Can you say that one more time? You went really fast. See all that you can while you're there, because it could be your last time there. You never know. Yeah. So it's very kind of a dark tip, but I don't mean last time in that regards. Just
when you said see all you're there, I thought you were saying CYL, like call you later. I was like, what is he saying?
No.
But no, definitely see all that you can while you're there, because you don't know if you're going to go back.
Yeah, no, you never know if you'll be back there. So.
And that's not like a negative way, too. It's just like maybe it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You want to enjoy it.
Exactly. You got to enjoy it while you can.
Mine's very similar. Enjoy every moment, but also be there rather than being on your phone or worrying about what's going on at home. Be in the moment.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Live it up.
My second one is to document it.
Okay.
This kind of, people can argue it goes back and forth with being in the moment.
Yeah.
But I love taking pictures and vlogging my trips because A, it's really fun because it makes you go outside your comfort zone and like get the pictures or go do something. But it's also nice too because you can look back on it.
Yeah.
And really like enjoy it the second time.
Okay. I said say yes to every spontaneous trip. Ooh. Whether that be an actual vacation, saying yes to it, or actually when you're on a trip and you get an opportunity, say yes to it.
I always do this. I'm one of those people that I'm like, oh yeah, 2 weeks ago I decided I'm going on a vacation.
Exactly.
Literally every trip I've ever gone on is like short notice, spontaneous, and it's so fun.
It's very fun.
It's fun because sometimes they're like the best trips.
Mm-hmm.
My next one is, and you mentioned this earlier, is do something every day. So kind of how you mentioned having something planned for every day. Whether that be going to the pool or going to the beach that day, or like if you're like touring a city, like have something not like super planned, but something that you're going to do every day.
Okay, yeah. I got you. Okay. Pre-plan some activities to enjoy yourself. So
exactly. There we go.
Just have something, whether it's one activity a day or one activity, per week or whatever. Just have something that you're going to do. I mean, we keep going back to that, but it's helpful. It's helpful to have some things pre-planned,
and it really makes the trip that much more enjoyable.
Yeah, it really does.
My next one is relax because you're on vacation, but also don't sleep the day away. Because you can sleep the day away on your flight home or when you're back on the weekend and stuff, but you're, again, going back to enjoy the moment because you don't know if you're going to come back there. Are you really going to want to sleep while you're on this awesome trip where you could be enjoying and exploring?
Don't do something you're going to regret.
Yeah.
Don't waste time on things you'd be doing at home.
That's my next one. Okay. Is do what you can't do at home. Example, if you go to McDonald's at home, try something new while you're on vacation instead of going to McDonald's. Yeah.
And then splurge on things. It's vague. It could be a one-time thing. Spend some money if you want to.
But also be responsible.
Be responsible. But, enjoy yourself. Bring yourself home a nice souvenir.
Okay.
That was my last one.
That was my last one, too. So I think these were really fun. I'm excited for our vacation.
I know. It's going to be a good time. Maybe we'll get some content from vacation.
Okay. And we'll definitely have to do, like, a story time because this will be our first, like, trip, long trip together.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys will have to stay tuned. Yeah. If you're not, follow us on our social media.
Yeah, Call You Later Podcast on Instagram, Call You Later Pod on Twitter.
And on YouTube. So we have some extra content going up along with all of our podcasts. Mm-hmm. So if you're not watching us already, go check it out, subscribe. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you guys are listening on Apple Music or Spotify, follow, leave us a review. We really appreciate it.
We do.
And next week is episode 23.
It's going to be a surprise episode.
Yeah, you guys have to wait and see what happens. Mm-hmm. I'm super excited. But that wraps up this week's episode.
Yeah. Call you later.
Call you later.